Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. We are here today in my throne room that I've been working on for the last couple episodes, and things may look a little bit different to you. Can you tell what it is? I have a texture pack equipped. I am recording this on Thursday night. I'm recording this on Thursday night of last week, actually. And Bdubs just released the newest version of his texture pack, and some of you may actually know already that I'm actually a huge fan of the Bdubs texture pack. I think it's an awesome texture pack. In fact, the texture pack that I personally use for Kingdoms is based on it, at least in as far as inspiration goes. I didn't directly take any of his textures. I don't think I did. Anyway, there may have been one texture that I borrowed, but either way, so I thought it would be kind of cool to just kind of run around the Hermitcraft server with this texture pack and just kind of see how things look, because it's a texture pack that is meant to be very close to vanilla, and yet at the same time just kind of improves things. So yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to take a little break from the throne room and just see how this looks. I'm really excited about the texture pack coming out, and I just kind of want to play around with it a little bit. But if we look at our base, there are certain things that I like. I like how the andesite looks here with this little bit of variation. I don't like how it looks here. I think this is too much. Also, the furnace detail that I used in the floors does not look very good in this texture pack because he added a little vent thing to the floors. But it's all good. This base was not built in this texture pack. So, ow, hey, skeleton. No, stupid thing. Anyway, so yeah, just little things, little changes, chests, beds, I don't think there's really a whole lot more that's going to be very different here. I think that's all good. Most of the changes that he made are pretty minimal, almost to the point where you don't always necessarily notice them right away. This is andesite, for example, this kind of darker cobblestone. In the texture pack that I made that I use for Kingdoms, my granite actually looks like this because I find granite to be a mostly useless block. Iron is darker. Actually, the iron texture is just gorgeous, but I think that particular change is just a little bit too much, if you will. There are certain things about this though that I love. I love the glass. I love a lot of things. Let's see what this looks like down here. I'm guessing it won't be any different, but we'll just kind of have a peek. Yeah, about the same. Pretty much like the rest of the Dwarven base. I think I'm going to go and I'm going to head and look at some other places on the server where there's just a lot of different types of builds, like the brown district, some of the housing districts. Oh, trap chests have a spruce texture and normal chests have an oak one. That's kind of cool. But I'm going to head over there and take kind of a look at a few things. And, we'll just kind of browse around the server with the texture pack and see what we think. So I'm going to meet you over in the brown district. Oh, look at our tower. Look at our tower. That looks... He recently changed the acacia texture, I believe, and made it kind of into this. This almost reminds me of a jungle wood. I absolutely love the wood texture in this pack. It's so subtle, but it's just a little bit different. A little bit interesting. I really like this, actually. This is quite nice. Yeah, man. There are so many little subtle changes, little variations, like the grass. You'll notice little bits of variation in detail. I'm honestly, if I could pick one texture pack to play, there are things about this one that I really like. There are some things about it that I don't really like, but there are definitely some things about it that I love. This texture pack is kind of a builder's dream. There's so many nice things about it. Also trapdoors being this texture. Yep, that was one thing that I totally used for my own texture pack that I use in Kingdoms. Oh, the orange sand is brown. That looks very different. And he recently made some changes to the sand, too, I believe. Wow. I know I said I was going to meet you over in the Brown District, but then I saw my tower, my monastery or whatever, and I was like, we need to look. This doesn't look as good, have to admit. Looks a little weird. That is a lot of creepers. Let's not go visit with them. Let's go look at Exuma's place. I mean, it's so subtle for the most part, and yet at the same time, looking at the mesa, which is where normally the sand is very, very orange instead of very, very brown, it's very noticeable. Ooh, I really like that glowstone lamp texture too. That also may be new. I'm not sure. And like the slight darkening of the edges for the logs looks great. I hope I'm not spoiling anything. I don't think I'm spoiling anything. If I am, I mean, realistically, I'm recording this video over a week before it goes out, so, or almost exactly a week before it goes out, because I'm trying to backlog. By the time this video goes up, actually, tomorrow from when you watch it, not tomorrow from when I record it, is actually going to be my first day as a full-time YouTuber. Yay, excitement! However, with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, I'm going to visit relatives and family for a week because I have a 10-hour drive that I have to make, and then Thanksgiving's right after that, so I'm actually not going to be home to record anything to enjoy my newfound full-time YouTube-ness until a week after. So I'm going to start, I'm basically going to start off my YouTube career by going on a vacation and backlogging for being gone for about a week. So this is a pre-recorded video, so I don't think I should be spoiling anything, because by the time this all comes out, all this stuff should be completely fixed. It is night, and unfortunately I can't sleep. But this is the Brown District, and it looks, very, very similar, but just slightly different. Just ever so slightly. I like it. The glass shop looks a little weird, because it was designed to be very modern, and the glass textures, especially, some of this stuff looks a little funky. But I mean, that's the thing. That's going to happen pretty much anytime that you build in one texture pack and then come back and look at it in a different one. That's the downside to texture packs, or resource packs, if you want to call them that. I still call them texture packs, whatever, same difference. I don't think he's really made any changes to Prismarine. Or maybe he has. I don't know. I feel like this is normally more purple. I don't remember. Either way, maybe I'm losing my mind. Let's go look around some of these other districts and just see. Python's, oh man, Python's sea town thing is looking gorgeous, I think. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and the Tangler is now open as well. I gotta check that out, except I'm not really good at, technical puzzles. So I seem to remember thinking that this is, maybe I'm incorrect. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe the puzzles are not technical in nature, but if they are, like redstone-y stuff, I will fail very horribly at the Tangler, and it will be very bad. Future home of the Tangler, please do not enter. I thought it was open, Tango. You put out a video saying the Tangler was open or finished or something like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Either way, let's just keep kind of peeking around. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Like the night sky, and the night sky actually isn't part of the Below texture pack. That's part of, a lot of people have actually asked me what skies these are. These are the skies from Halcyon Days, which is a great, it was a texture pack that was primarily, I think the last update for it was 1.7.10. However, it also comes with a lot of other changes to Minecraft, which for me, I didn't really like, just because personally I prefer texture pack. If I'm going to play with a texture pack, I want to play with a texture pack where I can barely tell that I have one. I really like the 16-bit feel of Minecraft. So like 32-bit texture packs really don't appeal to me. Things like Faithful, for example, I'm just, not really my thing. I much prefer a 16-bit texture pack. So, and Halcyon Days had almost kind of a cartoony feel to it. But the skies were absolutely gorgeous. And the license on the Halcyon Days texture pack, I believe, is open source. It's either open source or Creative Commons attribution or something. The license basically says that you can take the skies out of it and use just the skies if you would like. So that is what I have done. There's a tutorial somewhere on YouTube where you can find it. But I know Iskall has done the same thing in the past. I think Bdubs has done the same thing in the past. I've been using these skies for ages and ages and ages, and I love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Let's see. What else is there to see? This beacon looks very different in the iron. Oh, man. There's just so many things on this server. Let's maybe find an Elytra point. Who just logged on? Oh, Beef. Hey, Beef. I totally didn't even see him say hi in the chat, or I would have responded. I can see the comments now. Way to ignore him, Welsknight. Why do you hate people? Oh, that's all right. It's all good. Okay. So, let's see. What else? What else is worth seeing? Probably the Nether Hub, honestly. And some of the stuff in the Nether would be really... Ooh. And this. This looks very different. Well, not very different, but it looks different. And I think I prefer it, actually. I thought I remembered there being brick in this build, though. In the home of the log... Oh, yeah, there is. There's a little bit right down here. I really like the way this looks, actually. I mean, to be fair, I like the way that it looks in vanilla as well, but I think it actually looks even a little bit better in this. Just because of that, like the variation around the windows and stuff. It looks really nice. I like it. And Rusty's Recycled Relatives looks very different because the iron is kind of a darker color. Let's head into the Nether. Let's see what it looks like in the Nether. All right, here we are. Chasing Beef. He's not part of the texture pack. Anyway. All right, so anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. Looks like the Nether Hub looks pretty similar. The andesite is definitely kind of darker. Still looks very nice, I think. Do any of the tunnels look significantly different? The wool has this kind of like poof to it. I don't really know how to explain it. Not really like almost like a bevel, but not really. I don't know. Let's see. What else is different around here? No. Oh, nether brick is black. That's right. I had forgotten about that. Nether brick is black in this. I do that in my Kingdoms texture pack as well. I really like the black nether brick. It looks very nice. And actually, it also looks extremely nice with the red nether brick, because you get that red and black. Ooh, such a beautiful color combination. I love it. And then sandstone. Sandstone has been revamped significantly. And anything else that's really worth checking out? Oh, I know one thing. I'm not entirely sure. Joe Hill's Greatest Plains this way. Okay. Joe Hills, I am coming to see your Greatest Plains because I know that there have been some textures, some changes to like vegetables and crops and things like that. That might be worth going to take a peek at. Let's see here. I'm assuming it's this portal, since this portal appears to be part of a giant barn. Let's just see. Oh, yeah, there's the wheat right there. That looks pretty good. I definitely prefer that color. Whew. little bit of a sneeze there. Sorry about that, guys. And this appears to be the makings of a farmhouse. That's really clever. This isn't part of the texture pack, but the using the pillars like siding. How have I never thought of that? Joe Hills, innovating every day. Joe Hills, the innovator. Wow, how have I never thought of that? For all this time, I've been trying to think of a good way to make siding without using logs, and dirt to dirt. Good job, Welsknight, master builder. Oh man, well, that's fantastic. That's an idea that I'm certainly gonna have to use eventually. But anyway, you can also see how I feel like the water color. Man, no. The watercolor has not been changed. Or it has. This is not the normal Minecraft watercolor. But in my my Kingdoms texture pack, I use a color even lighter than this. It's almost more of like a light. It's like almost a sky blue, like a really light blue. I actually like it even better than this. Although I do like this color as well. The default vanilla Minecraft watercolor is kind of garbage, but I love how much more beautiful this texture pack makes just the kind of the natural world. Like, it just looks so good. Like, just the little subtle variations in the stone and in the grass and all the little things like that just really kind of bring the world to life in a lot of ways, and I really like that. Now, where's this portal? Also, faces removed from pumpkins. I totally did that before Bdubs did. I'm just saying. Oh, man. I did that in my Kingdoms texture pack a while ago, actually. And I think it's a great idea. It doesn't make sense that you're walking around the world and you find a pumpkin that has grown naturally and it has a face carved on it. Like, that's just so dumb. The downside is that it removes faces from snow golems. But, I can live with that. For the very minuscule amount of snow goleming I do, I'm not really too concerned about it. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up right here. I know it was a little short one, and I know it was kind of a little weird one, but I just wanted to kind of look around the world a little bit and see some of the textures and, kind of maybe show it off a little bit, see what you guys thought. I don't know. Just something a little bit different to do, because I wanted to take a little bit of a break from the throne room. Building those pillars is kind of a daunting task that I'm trying to put off and procrastinating on a little bit, I have to admit. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as... excuse me. Alright, guys, take two. Sorry about that. I sneezed right in the middle of my outro. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.